Hi and howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, this is hopefully the start of a new running series that I had in mind with yours truly, VeiledVain. This is what we're going to be calling Mirror Talks. Now, it's a little bit of a weird name, but hear me out, hear me out. I'm essentially just screaming into the void whenever I make these videos. So, by screaming into the void, I'm essentially just talking to myself for give or take like 10-ish minutes. And I want to kind of document stuff like that. And, you know, these recurring episodes are here to help with that. No, they don't really have any set direction, and certainly don't have any, uh, I guess, legitimacy or air of professionalism to it. Really just sitting here talking and doing nothing. And usually I'll have some very, very neat gameplay in the background. I have just been gifted a capture card by someone very, very special to me. And with that capture card, I decided to try out with a game that is very fun for me to play, even though I'm not very much of a fan of Musos. Berserk, Band of the Hawk, and I'll shut up right now and so you can watch the intro because it is very, very neat. Okay. God, I love it so much. Okay, anybody that knows me in real life would know that my favorite thing in the universe, I guess, is Berserk. And for those that don't know, it is a Japanese manga that has been running since the 80s. Very, very, very old. Let me actually get a exact year. Oh wow, actually I was wrong. 90s. Why did I say oh, 80s? Because it's very it emulates 80s anime a lot. That is something I do admire about it because 80s anime is definitely from a time where I enjoy it the most, where it's just, the rule of cool is all that exists. Fist of the North Star is very, very heavily influenced, or Berserk's very heavily influenced by Fist of the North Star. And it's another franchise I enjoy very deeply. Or I needed a game to test out this capture card, and honestly, the process was very easy. I I did not anticipate it being that easy. It's a few cables, a lot of HDMI's, but I got to run pretty smoothly. I'm using Streamlabs to capture this gameplay footage, and it doesn't look half bad. I didn't notice it very choppy. I mean, obviously the quality could be better, but I'm not going to drop $300 on something that essentially just takes up space in my room. But for now, this is perfect for now. I was very excited when I got this and I got it to work, and it's gonna make everything so much better. It's like I'm a kid on Christmas again. But I mean, as you can probably tell by now, this is not as distinct as my first video, and that is purely just because this is as non-professional as I could be. That first one, I don't know if it's pretty obvious, but that first video had a script attached to it, and I have toyed with making scripts for a while in the past, sometimes for classes, but it was very fun. It was very fun writing that initial script, but one thing that threw me off was how short it was. I mean, 3 minutes it's pretty good for just starting out, but it's very short, and that kind of threw me off. But I think it showed a lot of my humor, and it had a lot of bits that I'm proud of. I liked. And I'm still learning the software. For those that are interested, I'm using CapCut as an editing software. Mostly because it's free. I'm not gonna draw money on Adobe Premiere just yet, but I'm still learning the software, and I am very proud of what I can churn out so far. There's a bit of a learning curve. But in particularly my cuts. I watch a lot of obviously comedy-oriented YouTubers. For those that know them, like the Goons, or to a lesser extent, I guess, FaZe Jev. They have these very quick cuts whenever they're trying to be funny, and I get that. I'm starting to feel my way through that, and obviously comedy being what I would label this channel as. I try my best to handle it as such. There we go. I'm gonna try to cut this as little as possible. I want this to be as a me as possible. As much of I'm gonna try to not cut as many pauses and stuff like that. And if it's egregious, I'll cut it. But this is just essentially just me talking. I'm not even doing anything in particular. I'm watching the same footage as you guys. Which, by the way, this is a alt account, or I guess my main. Technically, this is the alt account. I don't know. Anyway, this is 100%ed, platinum trophied and all. This is PlayStation 5 footage, by the way, but 100%ed and all. And I do look forward to possibly even doing maybe a series on this, because even though it is a Muso, I do find the little character moments that they have very fun, and I can kind of give my background and my history with the franchise, which I do want to do with a lot of games. For those that well, I wouldn't really guess, I was a Call of Duty kid, and I played the absolute hell out of a lot of those games. I think ever since Black Ops 1. I'm pretty sure that's my first one. Might have been World at War that I got from like a GameStop, if anybody actually remembers GameStop. But yeah, I've been playing those games a lot, and I know they're not considered quote-unquote high art, and kind of stupid to be perfectly frank. But it just there's that soft spot in the back of my brain that itches, and I I was to kind of bring it back around. I was a little disappointed in the one from last year of Modern Warfare 3, and I have high hopes. I got my fingers crossed for Black Ops 6, which is coming out in when is that open beta in September, I think. Um, I have very high hopes for that, and I hope to play that actually here. I I want to I want to bring not only the stuff that I find enjoyable, but also, current, because as much as I hate it when people kind of use YouTubers to live vicariously through stuff, I understand that it is a huge audience that, come to people like that. So I will be playing that, and I'll be playing a lot of other things too, so stay tuned. And I want to keep these relatively short. They're not supposed to be too long, because it's just supposed to be a little bit of a recap of, not a recap, just essentially just going to be me yapping for maybe 11 minutes. I don't know. It depends on how this cuts down, but I'm very happy with this for our first episode of Mirror Talks. Yeah, the name started to grow on me. I like it. I like it a lot. And yeah, so I'm gonna call it there. Make sure to like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. Comment. Maybe I'll do one of these and read some comments or something. But yeah, I'll see you later. Bye bye.